Okay folks, welcome. Today is a rainy day. I believe it's the 19th or 20th something of July. Today we're having a spa day. Let me check my clock. Here you go, hang on, 20th, there you go, Saturday the 20th. So I was told the last tour my hands moved a bit too fast, so I'm going to do a new tour. So this is the entrance and this is the beautiful massage chairs. We sit on this stool and the entrance is here. I always like this one because it talks about the health of rebates, and also on the back here it says therapists are not a sexual service. Very, very important, because I don't like when people come here and they've got like no underwear on. Then we've got a list of treatments, which is always quite nice. The fountain is normally turned on, so I'm going to turn the fountain on at the bottom here, because when you start a house you always turn the fountain on. This massage chair actually extends, so at the bottom there you have the traditional sorbeline, you have massage oil, you have an almond and lavender scrub, some tiger balm, and the chair, when you hit the little button, it spans out and it extends like so, and you sit on the stool and you do the client's foot massage like so. And when you're done, you just press the lever like this, push back, and it's back to normal. You have a few cushions normally, just for the back of the head of the client. 2 towels normally, 1 towel here, 1 towel here, 1 to cover the eyes, 1 for the back of the head, and a little body towel just to keep the client warm. The reason we use towels and not blankets is because towels are easier to wash. So same setup on the back. Some people do head massages from that stool, little stool at the back, and this is kind of like the spa setup. Lots of greens, always good to have greens in your spa setup because of how things are. The reason the reception is a little bit higher is so that the clients don't bend over and see the personal information of other clients. You'll find that in other medical clinics. You have your high caps machine, you've got an extra door just to soundproof the place. Then you have treatment room number 1 with the lights on, heater. The heater is set around 22-23 degrees. And then there's treatment room 2, which is next door. That's treatment room 2. And what I like the most about having 2 treatment rooms next to each other with a divider is you can transform it into a double room. So if you come into here, there's the heater. The double room is situated with a split in the middle, and the split in the middle allows the heating to travel between the 2 rooms quite well. So if you have 1 room here, your partner's here, you shut the door between the 2 therapists, you can have 2 rooms. Bit of a privacy if you're coming as a couple room. And then you have treatment room 2 here. And then you have your heater here and your setup here. So magical. 1 room, 2 rooms, single rooms, double rooms. So we try to keep it as a single room, and we open it just when people travel in as a couple. Sometimes moms and daughters, 2 old people, young couples, etc., etc. We have 2 hooks for clothing, we have tissues, we have decorative flowers, limited lighting, and then we have a clock just so we know how long we are doing the treatment for the client for. Hand sanitizers in case we're moving from feet of the client to the head of the client, and then an electronically run candle, because candles are expensive and it is a fire hazard. You have here a basket that is for putting other clothes on. The heated to bed is set at a high, and also underneath you have, very important, garbage bin and also a scented wrap. I want to show you treatment room number 4 because here very easily you can see the bars. The bars are available in every room, but this particular one, the bars are situated just above the bed, and it's running in a diagonal as opposed to a horizontal direction to the spa. So you have a bolster here. This trick is fantastic. It is a lotus and it's stuck to a elastic string. This means that when you are resetting the room, you are not forever running around climbing underneath the bed, treatment bed, looking for the missing lotus. This particular room has a slightly different setup, has a bed and a heater, again set at around 23 degrees. I can tell you how low the temperature we normally set it to. We set it normally to about 28 degrees. Some places set it down to 23, but given the fact that people are naked, sometimes we set it around 23, 25 to 28 degrees, depending on the day. Today, particular day, it's raining, if you can see, raining, so it's particularly cold. Now we've got treatment room 3, which is my favorite. It's got a towel fan for when it gets too hot. Then it's got a heated bed, same as before. So we're going to turn everything on in a second and plug everything in so that it is warm for the client. So you see here, there's a heat on the side, and then you've got a heated bed, which again we'll set to medium. Medium would be good. Heating just there, and towel fan. Again, same setup. We normally do the treatment from this position. This particular place has a beautiful felt cover and a beautiful felt cover on the body. Most spa use sarongs, but this particular place does use a slightly different setup. Then again, we've got this beautiful candle which we're going to light up. Spa setup, and the hand sanitizer, same as before. A particular like this one, it is a Glad Light and Fresh, just in case the clients are smelly. You do have the ability to provide a nice spray across the room, and again the bars just at the top there, which means that it is on the center line, which lines up to the middle of the bed. If you need to provide Thai or shiatsu type massages, you can actually walk on the client and offer a bit of a deeper treatment and walk on the client that way. You can also use your knees. So for Thai and shiatsu type massages, these beds are particularly wider than the traditional European or Swedish beds, because we can work from our knees and use our elbows on the clients, and we can also walk on the client by using these bars. Obviously you need specific training for that. Don't try that at home, kids. And then this is the same setup: tissue, hooks, and also a little bit of a decorative flower, low lighting, additional stool box so that the client doesn't have to bend to put their clothing into the items. When the client turns over, we have a pillow. This pillow has a felt on it that's washable, and the pillow is a nice and firm pillow. This is very important. We swap the cushion with a hole with this pillow, and then the client lies their head on this pillow when they turn from alpine to supine, from supine to alpine, so that they can have their eyes facing towards the ceiling as opposed to their bottom facing towards the ceiling, and they can breathe through the hole when they're lying face down. My favorite part is this cushion here for the foot. So let's imagine the client's foot goes here. The towel normally goes on top of the client's body up to their neck, so that you keep the client warm. We always ask them to remove everything, keep their underwear on, and pulling the towel up above their back, like Superman. I always tell them Superman because otherwise they end up like a burrito wrap, and it's really difficult to treat the client when they're wrapped up like a burrito wrap. So very clear instructions is very important. They teach you this in spa school. So my fingers are a little bit white. Sorting that out with immunology at Canberra Hospital. So these cushions are really excellent for feet, because it's normally for the back of the car, but see, there's a little strap so they can put it in the back of the car, but it is actually very firm, and it's actually the best size for ankles. So if you're looking for cushions that are the right size to support ankles, I really recommend these kind of doggy bone style donut type pillows. I call that a hook donut pillow, and that's a doggy bone style pillow. My other favorite type of pillow for using on clients' feet is this one. This one is a foam, and it's specific perfectly shaped for ankles, so it's quite good. It's got a nice groove to it. And this one here is the second one. So nice groove, very good, very supportive towards the ankle of the client. I also sometimes put it underneath their client's arms here, like this. And then that way they have a little bit of support. Some clients can't lay their shoulders flat onto the bed, so I give them that arm a little for additional support. Good booster. Also very helpful if the client is breastfeeding and can't lie flat on their breast. I find that that's very, very helpful. All the pillows and cushions tucks down underneath here. You'll see all the cushions, pillows, extra bolsters. There's different shape bolsters. This particular type bolster is very good. Notice that all the bolsters are normally foam, firm foam, and they always have a nice felty cover on them. I'll be showing you back of house, but because the video is running a little bit long, I will show you back of house another time. So I'm just going to sign off now. Zen-Spa-Hypa tour of the spa, and we'll do the back of house maybe in a different vlog and a different day. See, really raining today, very intense rain, but at least the sound of the fountain is good because it matches the sound of the rain. The second fountain is situated at the back. It has a scented incense, and also we have a tea light candle that lasts us about 8 hours because the treatments run all day. That way you don't have to keep relighting the candle. This fountain are situated right in the corner back so that there is water sounding from the front, and then room 3, room 4, and room 2, and room 1 is closer to the fountain at the front. So wherever you are in the spa, you'll be able to hear the trickling water treatment. Very important because in a spa, obviously, spa stands for water treatments basically. So you want to make sure that you hear water all the time running. It gives you that good detox feeling, especially flushing out fluids. A little tour of back of house. I have a hot tea that's brewing in the microwave because that's very important. And very important spa hack is the hot towel flask. So the hot drink flask. So it's sometimes you've got back-to-back clients, so I have one small flask here. It also doubles up as a food flask, and then I have a tin lunchbox where if I'm eating for 15 minutes and a client walks in, there's a walking client, it's quick to snap back together, and then you can have the meal at a later time. You have hot tea in one, and normally I have a cold beverage like a kombucha on the other, just so it's low sugar and it's high energy. You see here we have lots of alternatives. Some people have their meats and rice or protein, and then they wrap it up in a Glad wrap so that they continue the meal later after they've been treated. A rice cooker, very important, slow cooker, because sometimes we're here and it's not possible to have a pot all the time, so we cook sometimes a soup or a meal or boil some eggs for additional protein for the whole family. This is, you know, other lunches that other people have, extra hooks, spare towels, spare linen, and obviously these are the linens that we wash on a weekly and a daily basis depending on the situation. The darker colors are best because the darker colors ensures that the oil does not seep through and it's difficult for you to wash. You have the standard microwave, hot towels all folded, hot rocks, and then a candle set up for coconut oil, and a tea light candle, and then more space for hot towels, which will be made now. This is just a staff lunchroom, so you've got all your meals, your milk, emergency frozen meals, emergency ice, breath fresheners. Sometimes we have a link spray as well in case we get a bit smelly, and that is very important to be smelling fresh, and our breath and our underarms are smelling fresh while we're treating clients. Oil, sorbeline, coconut oil. These are treatments that we use in body. Baskets are very important because these is what we use to transport towels and hot rocks. Then you've got your towels that is scented with some fragrance. Underneath you've got all the general tour. Back of house you have massage oil, you have grapeseed oil, sorbeline, garbage bags, and then softeners, dishwashing detergent, other detergent, hand washing detergent that we use for foot scrubs. Then you've got your cups, your teas, your waters, rice cookers, recycling bin. My favorite is these buckets. It's very good because it collapses and your big toes go towards the bigger side of the bucket and the heel goes to the back and it collapses, so it saves space and it's very, very light. Very important for spa work. Lunch and condiments, hand sanitizers, washer and dryer. And that's all for today. It's an energy saving rating of 4 stars, and that is an energy saving rating of 2 stars. So I'm done. It's about a 15-minute blog, so it's taken so much time. I'm wearing one of these old hospital uniforms. I call it the mental health uniforms because they're easy to wash and clients wear them as well while they're getting the Thai massage. So I'm just signing off. It's Zen-Spa-Smart-Me, our blog. Thank you.